Good morning, good morning.
Good morning to you. So we just dropped the kids off at school. Normally I would have had my breakfast by now, but we're starting breakfast slightly later today, but it's not going to be an issue. Right guys, this is a full day of eating, honest eating, to help me go from this to this. And there's still work to do. We're starting off with breakfast. So breakfast is very simple for me. Oats, whey protein and skim milk. So I'm pretty lazy with food, so I try and make everything as easy as possible. I have 100 grams of porridge oats. £300 Master Chef with Uncle Oz. Give it a little mix. I'm very lazy. You'll see that as the day goes on with food. And then I'll do 1 scoop of whey protein, literally just 1 scoop. It makes it taste a bit nicer. It's gonna allow it to be a little bit chocolatey, a little bit of extra protein in breakfast. I'm going to go through all my meals throughout the day. Sometimes I have snacks, so I'm allowed a banana and I'm allowed 4 squares of dark chocolate a day. Sometimes I'll put that into my breakfast if I feel like I'm really hungry in the morning. I'm okay right now, so I'm just going to stick with that today. And we always have black coffee. Way too much black coffee, don't we, Lizzie?
All the black coffee.
But always in your tea time with Liz and Loz cup.
Yeah.
Put 1 scoop of whey protein in. I don't really care which brand, whichever one turns up when we order one. So just 1 scoop. It's got 17 grams of protein in it. Not as much as I would have had when I was competing. And then I mix it about like that, and it will be, hey presto, look at that, it's looking better already.
It looks like cement.
Oh, it's good. It tastes good as well. I like it.
It smells okay.
And you know what? Since I'm eating less than I did as a strongman,
yeah, it's not
much nicer. I used to have 200 grams of oats. Now that was a lot of oats to get through in the morning. 100 grams is easy. I polish it off, no problem. And like I said, sometimes I'll bung my banana and we get dark chocolate. I get to have some of that later. It's all about...
What a treat.
It is really nice, and it's funny because, you know, I like chocolate and stuff like that. The fact that I'm allowed it, and it's kind of in a controlled amount, so obviously I'm not allowed to just go and eat the whole bar. I get 4 squares a day, but just allowing myself to have that, it sorts out that kind of sweet craving, and I feel good. Anyway, that's breakfast. I'm going to go and eat it. Meal number 2. Prepared earlier. Like I said, guys, I'm lazy. I did prep this yesterday. It's basically rice, mince and peas with some curry powder to make it taste nicer.
Let me see. Oh yes.
It actually smells quite nice as well, doesn't it?
This one does smell nice. It's a little dry.
Yeah, a little bit. The curry powder makes it taste so much nicer.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, so what I do, I buy 750 grams of 5% fat mince. I buy 2 packs of bang in the microwave rice because I'm lazy, like I said, and I don't have a wife that wants to cook for me right now because she's too damn busy.
Why is she so busy?
Because she's working hard.
Yeah.
She does work hard, to be fair. What else is in there? Yeah, then I just boil some peas.
Frozen
peas, nothing fancy. And I use a variety of 1-calorie spray oils. I have a nice collection going on. I use more than 1 spray, sometimes 5, 6, maybe 10, who knows. I don't bother counting these as calories in my day. It's just to make cooking easier. So yeah, then put it in a big pan, cook the mince, bung the packs of rice into the microwave, bung them into the pan, boil the peas, bung them into the pan, put the curry powder in, mix it all up, 3 meals prepped, ready to go, and then I'll either eat them cold if I'm out and about on the day, or I'll bung it in the microwave to heat it up and have meal number 2.
Delicious.
Making food easy is really important for someone like me.
And here it is in all its glory.
Lindsay from Tight Nutrition, who helps me with my nutrition, sent me, she's like, eat rice, some kind of greens, and mince. And I was like, that sounds boring. So we try to just make it taste a little bit nicer. It's hot. Also, Diet Coke. I probably have too many of these. I have about 3 Diet Cokes a day. I don't really care, there's no calories in them. It stops me having full fat stuff, and I like it, so screw you if you don't like it. Some people like channels like this where people eat.
Oh man, not me.
What's it called? Mukbang.
Mukbang. And also ASMR eating.
Yeah, I could do a Stoltman. Luke Stoltman.
Luke. No, don't. No. Grounds for divorce.
Meal number 3 time, which I've got to actually cook myself.
Outrageous.
Sad times. Anyway, I'll go through what I'm having. Someone's stolen my big bowl.
No, it's back in the big bowl section.
Big bowl. Loz's bowl. So meal number 3 is chicken, pasta, spinach, tomatoes, and took me till 39 years of age to discover it, but pesto, which is awesome, by the way. So I get to have 100 grams of Fuseli Tesco pasta. So the next bit is where I've had to learn a little bit about portion size and controlling how much you actually eat. This is a strongman, you don't care. You're like, yeah, just chuck the chicken in there. There's loads of protein in chicken. There is actually quite a lot of protein in chicken. So I'm only going to have 150 grams, which isn't even a full chicken breast. And at first I was like, wow, it's not enough chicken. But it fills me up nicely now. It's a good solid meal. I use my knife. Close enough. So now chicken lasts me a lot longer than it used to. Okay, so it's boiled, bring that in there. Heat up this pan. A couple of sprays of Fry Light. Mild and light rapeseed oil. Let's go with that today. The nutritionist gave me a certain amount that I should use for the tomatoes and the spinach. But to be quite honest, it doesn't really matter. It's quite low in calories. So I tend to just fill up the bowl. It's quite a lot. It's probably 50 to 100 calories there. I don't want to go too scientific because I don't want to be miserable about food, and I've mentioned before that I have struggled with food in the past. I still want to enjoy my meals. These are really tasty meals that I feel kind of, satisfied after eating them. We do occasionally go out on the weekend and we'll have a meal like out where I try and make smarter choices than I used to. So for instance, I might miss out my last meal of the day and have a steak while I'm out. It's trying to make better choices. Even when I'm traveling now, rather than kind of going crazy and just eating what the hell I want, I try and make sure I'm making smart choices, making sure that my calorie intake is still very similar to what it would be when I'm at home. And as I've said as well, I'm not trying to get on stage, I'm not trying to set a target where I need to be a certain weight at a certain time. It's just ongoing fitness, health. I'm going to set that 100-pound target because it's something that keeps me disciplined, and I think regardless, I'm always going to be one of those people that has to have some kind of plan to stick to. If I'm allowed to just go and do what I want, I'll go for hours without eating anything, and then I might pop to a shop feeling really hungry and buy everything. So sticking to a plan keeps me accountable, it keeps me disciplined. Just make sure whatever meals you're having, they're meals that you like. That's the reason I can stick to this, is because I actually enjoy the food. I want to make sure that my whole life is well balanced, rather than it's just about being absolutely shredded on stage or something.
You're trying to build a better relationship with food.
Absolutely, that is exactly what I'm doing. I don't want to sort of restrict myself too much. If we're going to go out on a meal, for a meal with friends or something, I'm going to have a nice meal. If we go away on holiday, I'm going to enjoy myself, but I'm trying to make sure that 80-90% of the time it is. And this is genuinely what I eat. Like, what do you say, 90% of the time?
Yeah. I have a massive question though. Why did you get the pan so hot for chicken?
Because I forgot that it was on and we were talking. So
okay, I was going to say, you don't want to put chicken in a pan.
You may have seen I've just turned it right down.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just lost talking to you guys.
That's fine.
But it's fine, I'll cook it quickly. Here's my...
You don't want it to cook too quickly though.
It's fine. I'm not trying to cook for you, so it doesn't matter. I don't want it to cook that way. Excuse the swear. Yeah, you don't want to get your pan quite as hot as that next time, but usually I don't have a camera in my face while I'm cooking. Pressure. I'm not a good cook as it is.
Now we're documenting.
Yeah.
How not to cook chicken.
So the last thing is the pesto. Now, I was told I'm allowed a tablespoon of pesto. This to me is a tablespoon. I used a tablespoon and she was like, you can't use that much, you have to use a tablespoon. I was like, well, how much is a tablespoon? Apparently a tablespoon is 15 grams.
What? Oh, I've been doing tablespoons all wrong. To me, that's a dessert spoon and a tablespoon is bigger.
Well, that's 16 grams, so we'll go with that.
I'm guessing it's flat, not heaped though.
Maybe. Apparently it's like a proper measuring spoon.
We don't have that.
I kind of usually use just a teaspoon now, because a teaspoon heaped seems to be about right. But
that's
again,
sad.
I don't worry too much about it. Sometimes I might have 18 grams, sometimes I might have 14 grams. I don't stress about these things. Get out of my chicken, woman.
Lovely well-cooked chicken.
Well cooked, look. It's still cooking in the middle.
I know.
You could cook it for me if you want.
But who would film? Who would film?
Alexa.
Oh yeah. Brilliant.
Well, you could cook for me other times.
I could. Who would edit? Alexa. She goes, yeah?
What you looking at, Willis?
Watching you wash up. Doing a lovely job.
And then we mix it all up.
Feeling the pressure though, so.
Yeah, normally things go everywhere, and they're still going everywhere. I don't know if you're looking at me, and I can clean it up without you knowing. A little bit of salt just to finish off. And I'm good to go. Meal number 3. What do you like for lunch?
Dippy egg.
Do you like a dippy egg? Dippy egg is a good choice, to be fair.
Well,
Do you want some spinach to make you strong like Popeye?
I don't like spinach.
You don't like spinach? But it makes you strong like Popeye.
No.
Beep. Burp, burp.
What snack have you got, Alexa?
I got the berries
Some berries
and ham
and ham,
and
olives
and tomato.
and tomatoes.
That looks yummy. She was pulling the sled a few weeks ago, Mummy.
Yeah, I know. She's strong. She's just like her mama.
How do you know when you weren't there?
I wasn't there because Daddy takes videos and sends them to me
Oh.
so I can see. That's how.
Pre-workout time. One of my favourite meals. I get to have 2 bagels with some jam.
2 bagels?
2 bagels, because I'm a big beast, so I get 2. You wouldn't get 2 bagels.
Like half a bagel, no jam.
I don't recommend cutting things like this, but...
What are you doing? You're cutting it over the sink?
Well, it's either that or over the floor.
Or on a chopping board?
Yeah, but that requires more tidying up. Guys watching, come on, this is just way more squeeze in. Where's my plate? Give me my plate.
Your plastic plate.
Plastic plate.
Bagels down.
I get to have a bit of jam on these. Give me a bit of energy for training. Today's training is 30 minutes of cardio, so I have 10 minutes of backwards walking on a turned off treadmill, and then it'll be 20 minutes just on a steady pace on an incline on the treadmill, nothing fancy. And then I've got shoulders, so I'm going to get a good old shoulder pump. I also have some protein after training, so just make that shake. Again, just one scoop. Not going too hard on the protein right now. So that is the next meal. Have this on the way to the gym, have that after the gym. Unfortunately, Auntie Liz can't come and record the gym today, so you just get food, but shoulders and cardio, nothing too exciting happening.
There he is.
No privacy with you around.
This is my very important job. To weigh out 400 grams of potatoes for Lozzie. No. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Back in the kitchen, and what do we have here? Look at this man pan.
Well, I have a little snack later, but last proper meal. So we have...
How was your training?
It was good. Got sweaty, had a good shoulder pump, felt pretty good.
Good.
It's like, you know, it's very different to when I was training to be strong. I'm not fussed about what I lift at the moment, so I don't feel strong. You know, on this diet, it's not about me being strong. You know, people always ask, oh, you've lost so much weight, how's your strength? I'm not even worried about strength right now. One focus at a time. So the goal is get the weight off, feel better. You might decide to do a master's powerlifting comp at a lighter body weight next year. If that's the case, then I'll tailor everything to be as good as I can for that. But I like to focus on one goal at a time. I'm just putting some salt and pepper on my steak. I've put some salt and pepper and some garlic on my 100 grams of tender stem broccoli. Yeah, sorry, so a couple of sprays of that.
Is it really off-putting having someone film you?
It's very off-putting because I'm not a chef, like I said anyway, but I can make a few things. Nicer things than this, to be fair. Yeah. I've also made some, you actually put it in the oven for me, my sweet potato. I've mashed it up and put a little bit of salt and pepper in there as well. So yeah.
This pan.
So this is my meal pretty much 5 or 6 times a week. Occasionally I will get a takeaway. My choice of takeaway is either a German doner, but I haven't got that for a while because Deliveroo stopped delivering it. So normally I just have a Wagamama's. And if I have a Wagamama's, I look for something that's similar. So I go for a chili steak ramen. And it tastes great. I love Wagamama's, don't I?
You do.
I'm gonna wait just a tad bit longer.
Yeah.
Occasionally, if I'm really busy, such as I'm at an event or something like that, and I haven't had a chance to prep or I haven't got caught, I'm busy, I've got like a tub of this in my car. Eat Up from HR Labs, real good in terms of if you're caught without food. I don't like to force supplements onto people, I don't like to force supplements on myself. But this is basically a meal replacement. I'd have 2 scoops of it. It's what I will go to if I'm going to miss a meal. But normally I don't miss a meal. It's just if I'm at something where I get caught out or I'm suddenly stuck somewhere longer than I expect to be.
Oh yeah. Decent sized plate of food there, Lozzie.
It's a decent meal. A little bit of mustard, English mustard, because it's the best. It's one of my favourite meals of the day.
So it's treat time, Lozzie.
Treat time. It's not really treat time, it's just part of my daily eating. I get to have 4 squares of dark chocolate. This is sea salted dark chocolate. It's very nice. And I'm going to enjoy it with a cup of coffee. And then you have it. A full day of Loz's eating.
And how much weight have you lost?
So far in total, I've lost 40 kilos from my absolute biggest to where I'm at now. Since I've been working with Lindsay from Titan Nutrition, I've lost 10 kilos, and we have 8 kilos to go to hit my target.